how that goes there. They were told that they were on some training mission, and if your viewers did not see the Ukrainian foreign minister's speech to the General Assembly, they should watch it. It's heart-wrenching, frankly, and it reveals a lot about what some of the Russian forces, how deluded they were by their own leadership in terms of what was actually happening. You know, they were told, big surprise, right, that when they entered Ukraine, for the ones that knew they were going into Ukraine, that they would be welcomed. And instead of being welcomed, you had Ukrainian citizens, men, women, children, trying to block tanks entering villages and fighting. And I think that's a surprise to a lot of the forces. And so that affects morale. I think part of what we're seeing also, in addition to problems on the Russian side, is you see a free people defending their home, right? And my review of history tells me never underestimate the power and determination and willpower of a free people defending their land, period. And I've said that before the invasion, and I'm saying it now. So I think that explains a lot of it too. And that's why Putin, in the long run at least, is going to fail in Ukraine. He's going to double down and escalate. And so that's why you're starting to see more attacks in Kharkiv and Kyiv on civilians and civilian infrastructure. So if he's decided the Ukrainians are no longer a wayward cousin to be brought gently back into the fold, but are actually invaders, he's going to quickly make them the other. He's going to quickly make them the enemies. And that means he's going to bring more brutal tactics, more missile strikes, more indiscriminate terror strikes, if you will, on civilians. You know, he gave the order very publicly on television to his defense leadership to escalate the readiness level, if you will, of the nuclear arsenal. We don't know exactly what that means in practice for the Russian nuclear arsenal, but almost certainly it means reducing some of the safeguards that are in place to prevent an accidental launch. And so reduction of safeguards for the purpose of facilitating a quicker nuclear launch, that's unambiguously bad. And this is where I think the good people of Japan should have a really strong voice, respectfully, with all due respect, to say that this is crazy what Putin's doing with his nuclear weapons, and what he's done is completely inappropriate. And the people of Japan would speak with such credibility and authority on that issue. It just strikes me as something where Americans and Japanese and everyone of goodwill and good faith should say, my goodness, now is not the time to escalate in the nuclear domain. That is unacceptable. I think Putin's unlikely to use nuclear weapons because I believe his primary, if not sole goal, is self-preservation. And if Vladimir Putin conducts a nuclear attack, he will cease to exist, as will his government.